am Dr. Abbas Vattoli. I teach commerce and management at Amal College of Advanced Studies. Today, I would like to talk about innovation by design or design thinking. Innovation is the buzzword today and everyone seems to be talking about it. Innovation can be understood in so many ways. As new ideas, as new ways of using existing materials, new technologies and so on. Innovation by design means using design thinking to create new solutions that address user need. Design-led innovation is a journey from identifying a need to a final solution that would reach a large number of delighted users. So design thinking is essentially about using creative methods towards finding solutions. Design thinking draws upon imagination, intuition, and systematic reasoning. Ideas need to be translated into solutions that positively impact a large number of users. Only then we call it innovation. So, for any product or service to be innovative, it must have scale and reach. Now, I split this design thinking process into 4 steps. There is empathizing phase, there is analyzing phase, there is solving phase, and then there is testing phase. First, empathy. This is a central piece of design thinking. The rest will flow. So, in empathy, it is about putting yourself in someone else's shoe figuratively. You get into somebody else's side and think about what they are going through. So, one way of empathy could be you yourself going through that experience and figuring out. So, empathy is about going through somebody else's experience as if it were your own. Second, analyze. We are here to discuss an analysis tool that will help you figure out a root cause quite easily. So I want to illustrate that through a story. One of my students was very regular in coming late to classes. I need to figure this out. What really happened here? I thought I will use a tool called multi-why analysis or 5-why analysis. The tool works quite simply. This is popularized by Toyota in 70s and it is quite effective because it is so simple to use. So I will demonstrate this particular story. So why was this guy late to all my classes? Turns out that he has sleeping late and that was the main reason he was late to class. So that begs the questions, why was he sleeping late? Well, he had tons and tons of assignments to finish and that is why he slept late. And now that begs another question, why did he have tons and tons of assignments to finish? So similarly, keep asking why till we reach to a natural end or root cause of the problem. Next phase is solve. This is a very exciting portion of design thinking. We have looked at 2 stages so far. First was we got into the shoes of the customer or the user who you are trying to help. That was the empathize. The second was analysis, where we found out with a technique that we went through the 5 whys or the YY technique. You keep asking series of whys and we found out what is going on at the root cause level at different stages. So the next was to see that I have found out what is causing that. How can I think about it as a conflict between 2 parties, 2 things? So what if person A wants something and person B wants something else? How do we look at it from this perspective? Still, we are helping out one person, but we need to understand other person's perspective also. So, this was what we did so far, and so found out what is going on, but we need to solve it. So, this is the 3rd phase of design thinking, and we are going to embark on a solution, and this has to address the conflict. So, whenever you come up with an idea, you generate an idea, discussing with your friends, discussing it with your colleagues, looking at reading up some material or you you sitting under a tree and waiting for the apple to fall, and an idea pops in your head, so B is grab that idea. The last phase in design thinking process is test. This is called the test phase, but before we begin on the test phase, I would like to recap what we have covered so far. The first stage is people. This is a method called empathize. So analyze is the next phase to find out what is the problem. So we employed the multi-why approach, asking why multiple times to get the bottom of it, and a conflict of interest. The third stage is solution. You do this by solving the conflict that you identified in earlier stages. You come up with a lot of ideas, but always checking back whether you are solving the problem that you started out to solve. So after we have done with solution, now on the time to go and test it out. So you develop a concept in this phase, and this is tested with original users to know their feedback. I hope you understand the 4 phases of design thinking and its relevance in innovation. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.